Okay, welcome to this episode of Teach Train Tell. Today I'm going to be making a soccer field, and I'm going to be adding some sports figures, silhouettes, and some balls. And you can see over here I have a bunch of stuff laid out. This is for my Sunday school class tomorrow. I always put their stuff in packets. I had to go back and take out their soccer field so I can put holes in them for the net. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a little field, a soccer field. My lesson this week is on persecution. And if you've been following me, you know that a lot of my Sunday school kids play sports. So they often feel the pressure from the crowds, from other teammates. And they sometimes see that as, people picking at them, being mean. So a form of persecution. So to get them to understand, so we can talk about how they feel and how it could be made better, I thought I'd make something that would really hit home to what they enjoy. So as you can see here, I have a piece of styrofoam. This is a 4x4. I actually bought it off Amazon. I'm trying to get my packet over here. See, it comes in a packet of 24 4x4 squares. I also purchased this from Amazon. It's a box of these little soccer balls that spin. You put your finger on each end, and it will spin around. So I thought that was kind of cute. So those are the two things that I purchased. I printed this off of the Cricut. I used the Cricut, but you could get a picture. I have a tutorial on how you can take a picture offline and put it in a PowerPoint, format it, and then be able to cut it out with either a pair of scissors or a paper cutter. See, I did put some holes in it. This is what led to kind of demolishing the piles that I had, and I was going to put it in a box for a kit. I wanted these holes here so the kids could easily put their post in. This is what we're going to use here in a little bit. And these are just little hors d'oeuvre sticks, forks that I had for some olives, and I think I made bacon wrapped water chestnuts. And I had stuck these in there so they'd be easy for people to pull them out. But I have a bunch of these left over, so we're going to use these to secure the net. I have some soccer balls, all this stuff. I just did a picture, cut it out. They're not stickers this week. I also did this verse. Bless them that curse you. God's love shines through kindness. Luke 6:28. And it just shows you have a jeering crowd in the back. No, we made this kid friendly. We didn't want it to be something that, would be scareful or harmful. So I made it kid friendly. I'm going to put this stuff all together. I think they'll really enjoy this because, like I said, most of them play sports, and they really seem to enjoy the games that they play and the people that they play with. So first I am going to start. Let me get my glue dots. I have all kinds of glue dots over here. Now, some of you don't know what glue dots are. It's basically glue, and I'm trying to find my little... I buy them by the pack. So I get them off Amazon. I use a lot of them. But I buy them off Amazon, individual packs. Now, this works really good for the kids. It takes them a couple weeks to use a whole roll. But I usually save them. If they don't use them all, I just put them in a plastic or a little baggie and keep them. And we keep using them until we're done and need a new roll. I think tomorrow they'll probably go through a lot more. But on this is a picture of a soccer net. I did use the Cricut, but once again, you could cut this out, print it out, and cut it out on cardstock, or print it out on cardstock and then cut it out with a pair of scissors. You don't have to have a Cricut. So I'm going to bend these little flaps forward. I put little flaps on this with a Cricut because I want I needed something. I'm going to bend them back. I needed something that would help secure this net into the foam. So I think I'm going to start with the top and do the soccer field first. So like I said, I have my glue dots. I'm not going to put a lot on them. I'm sure the kids will have. I want to make sure the edges are secure. I'm sure the kids will put a lot of dots on it, on theirs. So I'll probably give each one of them a little pack of those stickers. I'll save what I have here in my bag. I'll just save it and we'll use it for later. Now, sometimes you just got to roll this down a little bit. So let me see if I can kind of square this up. I left a little bit for the edge. I wanted the edge of the field, I wanted it to be white. I left a little bit for the sides. Let's go ahead and put this down. I'd rather have a little overhang there. Okay. Now for the net, I'm going to take my little hors d'oeuvre forks and put one dot on the front, one dot on the back. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this flap. Now I want to make sure that this white part is down. That gives it more of a 3D effect. I don't want that on the top. I want it on the bottom. I put this right here. Okay, shouldn't take much to secure that. Let me get the other one. Now I had different colors. I just made sure that the kids got the same color stick. I always let them know if they don't like the color that they have, they can always trade. But if I start trading with them, then something happens that everybody wants a different color, and I run out of the color everyone wants, then somebody's going to be angry. So where these holes are, I'm going to push this in a little bit. And there's my soccer net. I wanted it up front, not here behind. I guess I could have put it back a little further, but I wanted it up front since this is more of that 3D look. Now I'm going to take my little figures. And the kids, it depends on the kid. Many of them do not like they do not like putting a bunch of stickers on. Okay, I'm going to kind of center this.